mean, all of this, all that there is $11. Cheap as chips. All nice and polite. Look at that. Which was the traditional form of transport for the samurai. This is what she looked like after the bomb. So yeah, that spear, wow. One of the 3 most renowned spears in all of Japan. That would be worth a fortune. And who said the old Pokemon wasn't very big in Japan? They got a whole Pokemon store. Check it out. It's the Pokemon Center. Look at it. My goodness me. They love it. They love it. Do you want to go in and get some stuff?
Yeah, I'll buy you some socks.
Alright. Alright, so this is the where all the restaurants are in the mall. So there's one here, and they've all got the little pickies there, the little plates of everything you get. So there's one there, another 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's probably about 10 up here, maybe 10 up here, and there's more downstairs. So we're just in here having the old yakiniku. Yum yum. I'm going to have a look. Alright, another yakiniku. Look at this, little 2 people ones. Yum yum. Look at all the spices. Let's have a look and see what we're going to order, shall we? So this is something else that's also really popular in Japan. Order everything off your little, off the screen here. You just press what you want, the order goes through. I mean, it's getting rid of staff, but it's pretty quick and pretty easy. Really quick, really easy. I actually don't mind it. Sarah's not a big fan.
Rather have a menu.
Right, she'd rather have a menu and talk to a person. But in saying that, the other night we did do that and the service was pretty crap. So I like this idea after that poor service. It's a good idea, I reckon. But Sarah wants a person to talk to and a menu. It's easier with a big menu, especially when it's like that. Especially when it's like that and it's so tiny you can hardly read the English. Alright, here we go. The barbecue gorilla. The yakiniku. Yum yum. It's very fatty, all this meat. They love the fatty meat. So we've got some rice, not sure what that is, and some soup. Some soupy soup. Yum yum. Check out this soup. I've got no idea what it is, but I'll tell you. Seaweed. Yeah, it looks like seaweed. Seaweed soup, but I'll tell you. It is really, really, really nice. Surprisingly, it's really good. Wow. Very salty, isn't it?
Definitely seafoody.
Definitely seafoody.
You might be overcooking your meat.
You get a piece off. No, it's not overcooked. Oh, look at that. Oh. With a bit of onion. Bit of beef short rib or something. Dip it in a bit of soy. Go the soy sauce. How's this? It's fatty. Oh. It has such a different flavour doing it on the grill like that. Oh.
It's like a barbecue versus a grill. Barbecue's always better.
It tastes a bit like the old, not so much a barbecue, but yeah, like the grill thing. The old Hungry Jack's. Grilled's better. Some onion. Oh, this onion here's a bit of Nicky Lauder going on there. Oh no. Poor thing, Nicky Lauder. I'm on fire. I'm just going to try and heat some of this stuff up. Don't know what this is, some pickled thing of some sort. It's pretty yum though. Really good. Alright, let's eat. Check out the fat in that baby there. Oh man, oh man. You're going one too, are you?
Well, it's not like yours, but it's the third one along the plate.
It's not a bad. I mean, all of this, all that there is $11. Cheap as chips. Really good value here, actually. Really good. Alright, got another piece cooked here. Got to be careful because it's overcooking. Don't want to overcook it too much. The thing is with this stuff here, it's so thinly sliced. That's the trick. You just get it on there, cook it for maybe a minute, not even. Because it's so thinly sliced. A bit different with the amount of fat that's in there. I think because it's so thinly sliced, the fat's not anywhere near as bad.
No, it's
Oh, it's so yum. Yum, 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 yum. Check out this piece. I don't know if there's any actual meat in there. The whole thing is just fat. Oh, well, chuck her on. Get her on there. Alright, my fatty piece is cooked. She's definitely just all fat. Wow, this will be interesting, just eating a pig thing. It's literally like the fat off the bacon rind or something, isn't it? Off a piece of bacon. Not the bacon rind, just...
So it's a piece of pork fat.
It is a piece of pork fat. Put plenty of soy sauce with it. See how it tastes. I'm battling to pick it up. Apart from the fact that it just tastes like fat, it's actually really nice.
I'm doing mine well cooked, this one.
Really, really nice. Wow, it's amazing. So here's something I've just noticed with the old little iPad thing here. You get your order history and it tells you how much per customer, and you can do separate check. So many places, oh, no separate check, and you've got to work it out. Oh, I need this, I need that. It's just there. So far, with all of this stuff, I've had 2 beers, so I've had a highball. All of this, 3,740 yen, which is probably about, what, $36.
Well, yeah, the exchange rate's good at the moment.
That's amazing. $36 for all this food. We're still going. Alright, done and dusted. That was absolutely sensational. So I've had 3 beers, they're not very big. Only 355 yen, which is about, I don't know, $3.30 a beer. So I had a highball and we had these big meals here, and so far it is 4,130 yen, which is roughly $40. So $20 each for a full feast of rice, some pickled relish thingies here, and some soup, and heaps of meat on the old BBQ. $20. Absolutely perfect. Yum yum. We might have to come back here again. So this is the yakiniku at Hiroshima train station, just in a little restaurant area. Yummy. Check her out. All the taxis, the front row goes, and then they all move forward one spot. What a classic.
And then look at this one here. He's obviously not his turn.
Yeah, it's not his turn. The other guy's
not
gone or
moving to
something.
take the gap.
Look at that. I wonder how long it takes for the people at the back to get to the front to get a blooming ride. Oh yeah, then they go out one by one. No bustling and fisticuffs. All nice and polite. Look at that. What a classic. Well, all right. Heading up to Hiroshima Castle. Now, a castle just would not be a castle without a moat. You've got to have a moat. Otherwise, it's just not a castle. But there's one thing that is missing from this picture. It's not a drawbridge. Where's the drawbridge? Got to have a drawbridge. Anyway, it might have been a drawbridge back in the day. So this joint here was actually completely wiped out by the old Mr. Atomic Bomb. And they rebuilt it in 1958. Sarah's up here pointing at something. Oh my god. The carp is huge. Huge! Oh, there's more. There's heaps. I can see a few. There's one there. Look at the size of that baby. She's a gem. They're not European carp though. They're Japanese carp, not the ones that we've got in the bloomin' our creek. So as I said, this was wiped out when the bomb dropped in 1945, and this is some ruins. That's the old military headquarters. So this actual original castle was built in 1590. So I'm not sure when these headquarters here were built, whether it was 1590. So yeah, if it was, they're over 400 years old. And there's some more ruins over there we're going to have a look at. Some more footings. Oh, there's footings everywhere actually. There's heaps. Wow, it must have been pretty big. Well, there it is. The old castle tower. Pretty impressive. So this is redone in 1958. Pretty well exactly the way it was originally. So that's pretty impressive that they built something like this in 1590. Wow. Amazing. I love their architecture actually, it's pretty cool. Very decorative, that's for sure. This is the layout of the palace structure. Pretty big. Look how many rooms there are in there. And he was in the middle. And it was all, and the walls around it. That's huge. Massive. But unfortunately they were all warlords and they just built a castle and then someone else would come and try and beat them, and if they beat them they'd take over the castle, which is what happened. And here, this little bookie here, hard to see, this is the register of the samurais which belonged to the Hiroshima clan in the 1800s. Wow, look at that. Few samurai in those two books. There is a Western style military uniform worn by the samurai towards the end of the Edo period, and there's the flag. Can't see it with the reflection, it's the flag. Hiroshima samurai during the Toba Fushimi War. Huh. Check her out, the old samurai helmet. She's a gem. Don't I look good in that baby? I'll tell you what, it's probably not as heavy as what the actual one would be, but I'd hate to wear this thing on your head all the time. She's pretty heavy. So these are some of the pretty typical type of rooms. There with the rice paper and the little sliding doors. And one thing that I didn't know is they always had to step up. They always had to step up from the main area to get into a room. So they'd greet you out here, and if they didn't like you, you couldn't come in. If they liked you, you could step up and get in. It's pretty clever. So this little box here is known as a hakozen, and it's a little mini table. They used to store their dishes and stuff inside there, so they'd sit or kneel on these little maps, and that was their little table. Little table for one. So this little baby here is known as a kenmon keigo, which was the traditional form of transport for the samurai, and they carry it on their shoulders. Just have one person in there. Pretty small. Wow, it's amazing. So here's some pickies of the old castle here. It's around 1910. Basically what happened is a lot of it was either torn down or destroyed by fire, and then they replaced it surrounding the castle with military facilities, which is this one here, and then this is what she looked like after the bomb. Not much left at all. Some samurai armour there, and then some more here, and this has got the old design flaw because it's tied at the back, and being tied at the back makes the back vulnerable to sword attack. Stabbed in the back. It's probably where the old saying comes from, eh? Stabbed in the back. So here's some classic old traditional samurai gear. I'll tell you what, they look pretty fierce, that's for sure. It'll be pretty blooming daunting with one of these guys coming at you with one of those bloody samurai swords. So this here is a spear. The old spear. Wow, look at the engravings in it. So that would have been timber over the top of that, or leather, bound leather, I guess. So this spear, it was a gift from Toyotomi Hideshi to the Hiroshima Castle Lord Fukushima Masanori. So just reading a bit more about this spear. The Neon Go. It's counted as amongst 3 of the most renowned spears of Japan. So there's no signature on it. So they're unsure of who the craftsman was, but it's believed to have been made in the latter half of the Muromachi period, 1336 to 1573. So the first owner was the Emperor Ogamichi, who bequeathed it to Toyotomi Hideshi, who gave it to the castle lord, who lost it in the drinking battle, drinking sake. Lost it in maybe 1660 or so, 1600 or so. So yeah, that spear, wow. One of the 3 most renowned spears in all of Japan. That would be worth a fortune. So also in the old castle grounds, we've got the shrine. And what's the shrine called? The shrine is the Hiroshima Gokuku Jinji Shrine. And here she is here. There it is. The shrine. And funnily enough, she looks like just another shrine. So I don't know what the significance of this baby is, but anyway, I'll go and have a bit of a squeeze. Go and have a look. So we're in the Shukian Gardens, and it's 350 yen to get in. And as Sarah pointed out, this would be pretty amazing when the cherry blossoms and everything were out in bloom, that's for sure. Gotta love the old, gotta love the way they sculpture these Japanese black pines. Look at it, they're so cool. It's the old bonsai tradition type thing. It's not a bad looking little old garden here, that's for sure. Your typical Japanese garden. Very nice. Nice little arch bridge here. Look at that. Doesn't that look nice? Eh? Very nice. So she's a nice leisurely little stroll around the gardens here. There's a couple of different routes you can take. These gardens here were the part of the gardens of old mate up there that had his big castle. So this is over 400 years old. So I reckon there'd be some pretty old trees in here too. Pretty old trees, what do you reckon? So this garden, the old Shikian garden, it was built for the feudal lord in 1620, Asano Nakarira. And this here is a wash basin. And this wash basin here, it was a natural stone, and they used to get the spring water. It was taken from Shuzimi Dami Gorge of Mount Ashitya, and the water actually, they did it so that it came out on this little bamboo thing like a natural spring. But it wasn't. They shipped it all the way out here, and then they did it so the old lord could wash himself in this wash basin. Expensive water. Alright, that's it for us from Hiroshima. So what we did the old atomic bomb site, the Peace Park Memorial and Museum. That was really, really good. Definitely worth coming out here. We did the castle this morning, and then the gardens this afternoon. Not an awful lot you can do here. There is a lot of temples and shrines and things, but no point in going to see all the shrines and temples. They're all pretty much the same. So you could easily just do a day trip out of Osaka or Kyoto or something down here. They do guided tours down here, buses. You get the bus down or train or whatever. Or just come down and spend a couple of nights and a day here. Because the eateries over at the old train station, oh, they're just absolutely sensational. The yakiniku, which is the Japanese barbecue where you cook it yourself. We're going back there again tonight. That was just unreal. I will definitely be having some of that on here. One of the best I've ever had. And it was pretty cheap too. It was like literally $10 for the meat, and then I think it was $3.50 for a beer. So really cheap and really worth it. Beautiful. Anyway, that's us from Hiroshima. Sayonara. So here we go. You can get your fresh eel there cooked up, or check out the little baby octopus. So there's lots of little classic street bars and little restaurants and stuff around here. So we've got here, it's the Glyco or something. Apparently it's the most photographed spot in the whole of Osaka.